Are we going to kick up dust by our action, or are we going to collect dust by inaction? Why are we here? What is our purpose? If you don't know, the Czech Republic is probably going to be the first country to be completely atheistic, where it has completely turned its back on its roots, on its heritage, on its religious background, and they just say, you know what, God, we do not believe in you. You do not exist. You're not relevant here, and we're good. We got this thing going. We're fine without you. And they completely turn their backs on God. But I love that this little tiny church in Žďár said, nope, we're going to storm the gates of Hades. And so we got to partner with them for 10 days. And on this one day, we're doing all kinds of different ministries, but this one day, they took us to this halfway house, which is supposed to be this place for recovery for men coming out of addiction or homelessness or drug addiction or whatever it may be, because they were just hopeless and had no plan for their life or no hope for their life. And so the government just kind of sent them to this halfway house saying, well, maybe you guys can transition them. And I gotta tell you, we walked in this place and it was scary, okay? I don't know if you've ever been to a place where you're like, is this a haunted house or is this like a real place? Like, is this like okay for us to be here? And the students are like looking at me and they're like, should we be here? Because we walk in there, it's in an old communist block building. It's on the basement level. So we walk down these steps, we go in there, and there's no windows. And we're like going, what are we doing here? What do we have to offer these guys? There's like 6 of them. They're all like glazed over. They're all slouched in these little seats, just kind of like, okay, we got told to come out here to listen to these people. Like, okay, what? And we're like, what are we gonna do? So we did our program. We got the guitar out, we started singing. We did a drama that kind of explained the gospel. We had a couple people share their stories of hope and what God had done in their lives. And I don't know how to explain this to you, but we're singing. And have you ever done worship where like somebody's like looking at you, like 3 feet away, like right there, like looking right up at you as you're singing? You're like, this is a little awkward, but hey, I'm singing, right? They didn't join us because they were like, I just want to kind of check this thing out, but I see something different about these people. They have a different kind of light about them. They know why they're here and their purpose, and I don't, and I'm curious, and I want to know more. And they kind of sat on the fringe. And there's this one guy, 22 years old. I don't know, his life must have been really bad in order to be in this halfway house at 22 years old. In and out of prison, drug addiction, everything else. He just started following us everywhere we went. We do kids ministry. There's kids ministry, and there's this 22-year-old random dude. We kind of had a gathering where it was like our last night together. We said, hey, Lucas, bring your friends, join us. Guess who stepped foot in a church for the first time in his life? Lucas. And I wish I could tell you I knew the end of the story, that it's some, fantasy land, everything worked out, and he became the 21st member of the 20-member church in Žďár, and he's like walking with the Lord. I don't know. I don't know. But I do know I did some Facebook stalking, and I found him, and I looked through all of his pictures, okay? This is 11 years ago. John Harkey, one of our students, with Lucas. Piercing the darkness. Attacking the gates of Hades. No matter how dark it gets, no matter how confusing it may get, we're not gonna bunker up, people. We're not gonna hide. We're not gonna close the gates, don't let anybody in. No, we're gonna come and we're gonna be equipped and challenged and trained so that we can be the people who are going out into the world because we have our hub. And so we're gonna storm the gates of hell, and we're gonna kick up a lot of dust.